right, on the Koine 4, it comes with your R8 rotor and stator, and then on the bottom, of course, you have your turbo mixer, which will actually mix the material when it comes out of your rotor and stator even better to eliminate lumps or even give you a more mixing time on the material before it comes out through your hose. So that's one great option that we have. One of the questions that we always get, and it's a common question, is how do you know when to adjust your rotor and stator? Lifespan of your rotor and stator will be depending on how you adjust this. Now, this is one of the simplest ways that I've done, and it's very simple. When you first get a brand new rotor and stator, it's going to be loose. All these bolts are going to be just loose, so they're all going to jiggle. You're going to have a little space in here. They're all just going to jiggle loose, jiggle loose, jiggle loose. Why? You have a brand new rotor and stator, which means you have a rubber stator with your steel rotor inside of it. So it's going to expand a little bit. So you don't want to give it a little bit of room. So these bolts are going to be actually just jiggly. They're all going to be loose, so you can jiggle them like this, all three. 1, 2, 3. Now, when you first start and you're pumping your material, this is one reason why we have one gauge on here. So now if you get a good consistency, your water's set to where you want to go, everything is fine. You see on your gauge here, you're at like 90 PS, with the bars on here, you're perfectly fine. That's what you want. That's great. Now, that always also you say to yourself, we're losing this consistency when nothing's right, and then you look and it's falling, you're down to here. That's when you want to adjust your rotor and stator. Now, a lot of people say when they're pumping and you see the material coming out and you say, well, you know what? It's a little too watery, so you know what? Let's play with the water. No. If your water is perfectly set, 12, 1250, leave it. That's not an issue. Your issue is going to be your rotor and stator. Now, simple way to adjust your rotor and stator, these 3 bolts have to be adjusted evenly. So what I'm saying, 2 different wrenches, tighten it. 1 complete turn here, 1 complete turn, 1 complete turn. What's the consistency on the end? Is it getting better? Yes, it's getting a little bit better. You're building a little bit more pressure up on your gauge. Okay, is it to where you want to go? If not, a little bit more adjustment on this, the same amount on this, the same amount on this. All 3 evenly adjusted until you can get your consistency on your water and your pressure where you want it to go. Leave it, you're good. Later on down the road, if you see you doing it again, that's again when you're going to adjust it. And you do the same adjustments all the time and it will last you, it'll give you a good lifespan out of it.